This little,
This
little guy's going. It's the beginning of the tape, so I imagine it might have like a little second to get.
Oh wait, hold on.
Everybody have their face on? Good.
Hold on, wait.
Are you cheating already?
I know, I'm gonna make a little beginning for us.
Oh, great.
Okay. I'm gonna write your name too. CLOWNVIS.
Is the timer already going?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, I'm starting. Are you ready?
Yes.
And go.
Ninjaview.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. This is a stage here with Amanda Palmer and Jason Webley. It's Webley, correct?
Webley.
Webley.
Clowns can call me Webley.
Is that a common mistake?
Huh?
Is that a common mistake because of the?
I get all sorts of weird
Stadium?
variations of my name.
Webley.
Jason Webley finally made an appearance in print not too long ago.
Really? Good. Yes. Can I speak to Mr. Webley, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Webley Stadium.
Well, good. We're back here with Jason Webley and Amanda Palmer, and we're here in fabulous Hollywoodland. Well, what do you guys think of L.A.? What do you think of L.A.? Compared to, are you both from Boston? You're from Seattle,
I'm from
correct?
Seattle.
Okay, and what do you think of Boston compared to your respective towns?
I think Boston and LA have about as much in common as an aquatic animal and a moon rock.
LA's a town that I've always wanted to hate, but I always love.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm here, I always have a great time. I love so many people here, and I really want to hate it. I try.
I really want to hate it too,
It's a cool thing to do to hate it, but it's really. I agree. It's
there's always rad shit going on.
Stuff
here.
going on all the time.
But it's got fucked up energy. Definitely walking down the street and going into random stores and random coffee shops. There are some weird, in a bad way, people.
Yeah, right.
You know, there's other places where you've got boring people, and there's places where you've got weird in a good way people, and then
what's that about? Why do you think that this city affects people in the way that they have to sometimes be crude and talk to themselves and eat honey at coffee shops and stuff? Like what? Like why does that only happen here and not? So, I mean,
it
happens
in St. Louis.
Yeah, not in other cities like St. Louis or other. You know.
Well, it's like the draining pool. Like like if the entire United States it's kind of, if you want to go as far southwest and get as warm as possible without being in Florida, and without emigrating,
you go to LA.
You have to end up in LA. It's kind of like Vancouver in Canada is known to have almost all the crazy people of the entire country. Like they all drift there.
It's like they're trying to get home, but they hit the water.
Do you think the same thing goes for animals?
I don't know.
All the crazy animals in the States hang out in LA. Crazy dogs.
Yeah.
We'd have to ask.
Cats.
We'd have to ask dogs.
Yeah, I have some dogs.
We'd have to bring in dogs from Boston, Seattle, St. Louis, and have them observe the dogs of LA.
Yeah.
And then ask them what they thought.
Yeah, that's a different perspective, four-legged perspective. So you had to cancel an interview with Playboy magazine today, right?
I did.
In order to make room for this.
In order to be here with CLOWNVIS. That's great.
It was actually technically with Playboy Radio, not Playboy magazine.
Okay. Well,
if it had been an actual real interview and I was going to be in Playboy magazine naked, I would have done it. I would have gotten up early.
We'll still airbrush your vagina for this interview.
Girl, I'm sunburned actually. Check this out. I went jogging this morning. I don't know if the light's not going to show it. I got a nasty ass sunburn.
Brutal.
From going out in the sun for 10 minutes. Well, more than 10 minutes. 25 minutes. Well, more than that. 45 minutes.
What were you running? Jogging?
I went jogging this morning on Hermosa Beach. It was awesome. That's what I did instead of my Playboy Radio interview.
Do you do that every morning? You jog?
I try. Yeah.
Jason? Jogger?
No.
No jogger?
Lazy!
Lazy.
Yeah, well, cardiovascular is key, that's for sure. So you guys traveling from city to city, if you could change one thing universally about every city, what would you change? Like if it had to change the same thing.
Free wireless everywhere.
Free wireless.
Free wireless everywhere.
That's a good and a bad thing. I like cities. I kind of like the way they are. I like. It's not so much about what I would change about the cities. I think they're all kind of fine. I'd like to make a new one.
A new city.
Yeah, where you arrive. It's like where you arrive at the edge of the city and you leave your car there, and then it's kind of this magical, weird little city in a forest with
Yeah.
like little curvy footpaths and stuff.
So are you a hippie?
Probably, kind of, but not
I
really.
think we're both hippies, but we hate hippies, so
Yeah,
we
right.
can't be hippies.
It's a paradox.
I don't
isn't
hate
it?
hippies at all, but I hang out amongst them.
I kind of hate hippies.
When I hang out with the hippies,
Hate's a strong word.
I definitely don't feel like a hippie when I'm with hippies.
Yeah.
I don't hate hippies. I just don't. I feel like hippie with a capital H.
Yeah, it can be
It's-
offensive.
It can be hard.
Yeah, a little rough. So speaking of the internet and doing, like you said, Wi-Fi and every time, do you think that has the internet these days and YouTube and everything, do you feel that has a direct effect on concert goers and kids that come to see a concert? Can they be like desensitized to the fact that they can see your performances every night without actually seeing you?
I think it works both ways. I mean, I think people see exciting things happening on YouTube and on the internet and might therefore be more tempted to or excited about going to experience that themselves. But it also creates, I think it creates a general desensitization because people are so used to watching things in 2D that they come to a show and they kind of watch the stage the way they watch the screen.
Right.
They don't feel like they have to be involved.
I feel like I feel like you can see that happening like over like our lives. Like people, the way you perceive things has been changed by. Not just television, but now especially things like YouTube.
Like growing up and trying to buy a bootleg video and trying to see a band that you've always wanted to see but never could.
And being really excited about it.
Yeah, and paying $20 for a crappy video. And now you can get bored with said musician in 10
2
minutes.
seconds,
By looking at everything they've ever done.
And the other thing is changed, obviously, is a lot of people being one more step removed from being in the moment. Because the minute you're seeing something exciting or feeling something exciting, you want to capture it.
Right.
And you see that all the time. Like the minute something... I noticed that even last night. Like the minute Jason and I were really engaged and together in the same spot on stage, everyone stopped looking and was like, I have to get a picture of this.
And the same feeling goes... sometimes I have the feeling that I'll have a good idea or I'll have something clever in my head, and then instinctively I'll say, I should Twitter that or Facebook that. But it's like, damn, I wish I could just have that feeling. And not,
if you're really, really smart, you can ride the balance.
Yeah,
and you can turn it off and on.
Well,
I know I'm mostly a slave. I know I'm a slave.
My brain, I mean, for better or worse, I've just not... I don't go to the place where I think to like, I gotta take a picture of this, or I should Twitter this, or like I should blog about this. Like
you
occasionally...
Just say.
Yeah, I just
be
kind of
around people.
That helps to be around people that get what you're saying.
You know, I like that. Was that the alarm going off?
No. You're the kind of person who, we still have 2 minutes, you're the kind of person who has a constant abundance of stream of consciousness ideas that just spill out constantly. And
if the whole world could see them, that would be horrible.
Disaster.
Well, or really entertaining. It depends which way you look at it.
Cause natural disasters.
If you guys had a time machine and you could do one thing in it, and that's all, and it wouldn't affect the whole hubbub of the universe and everything.
I would just get to tomorrow faster.
Really? That's a great answer.
Skip over tonight.
That's a great answer.
I'd go back to the time when I was building the time machine and make it look cooler.
Oh, good idea. They always fall a little short, don't they? Box.
I would want to go to that Doors concert where Jim Morrison supposedly pulled his dick out and see what really happened.
Yeah.
What it was like. What the reaction in the audience was like.
But maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't want to, because then you'd be like, "Oh, he didn't really do it. It's just something."
And then you could come back and you'd be the crazy person that's on the street. Jim Morrison did not wave his dick around. It was a drunk guy. It was actually me. I went back in time and waved my dick around because no one else was doing it.
Time machine.
No one else was doing it.
God damn it!
I don't have a penis.
No.
You'd have to pack one.
I would have to pack one.
Oh boy. So
30 seconds.
Alright, we have 30 seconds left.
Is your real middle name fucking?
No.
I thought that'd be a coincidence.
Did you see what happened? Oh, you didn't see. You're not on Twitter. Okay, I went to my lawyer today to do my last will and testament, and he actually had he had Amanda F. Palmer on all of the documents because he thought that was my real middle name, and he had to reprint everything, and it was pretty fucking.
Well, that means it's working.
The answer is no.
That's probably a good place to end.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Jason
No
Webley,
fucking.
Amanda Palmer on CLOWNVIS. It has been a great Ninjaview here tonight. Thank you very much.
Right on time.
Great.